What's up guys, my name's Joe here. I'm here with episode 2 of my Bournemouth save on FM15. Okay, so in between the last episode, not much has happened, apart from Callum Wilson, key striker, getting injured for 2 to 3 months, which is always a good thing to do, especially right before the season. It's great, really happy about that. In terms of the cup, in the Capital One Cup, we got drawn against Blackpool away. Blackpool are a team in crisis, so that's always a good draw. Hopefully we'll be able to get through to the next round. It's not really a priority, the cup, but you know, cup runs always excite the fans. In terms of transfers, there's no more coming in, and no one being sold for any money either, but Stefan Zubar and Daryl Flanagan or something. I should know their names, but they've been released anyway. They've been contracts have been mutually terminated. Flahavan, he's a 36-year-old keeper. Basically, they weren't quality, and they were taking up a few K in wages. So I thought best for both parties if they just left. Anyway, in this episode, we're going to be playing 2 games: the Man City game and then the Sunderland game the week after. The Man City game coming up here is a tough test to say the least. This is the tactic I'll be using. I'll just see what my assistant thinks I should play, and then I'll make a few adjustments. Okay, so Federici, no, we've got to play Chris Solly. Chris Solly comes in at right back. Give Vallejo, give all the new signings just a run out. Just to see if they're quality, or are quality. O'Kane removes Sermon. I just wonder if centre mid who's better than O'Kane. Matt Ritchie maybe? No, what's Arter? Arter could play there. Harry Arter, he can come in. Up front, get back to a game. Normally, I was expecting to have Callum Wilson play up the top, but Ranty, is he really a type player on? He's got some pace on him, I know that, but he's not. Not sure if I want him as a centre striker. Josh King maybe, or leave him on the bench just in case. And I want Artur Boruc in, some Premier League experience. Yeah, that looks good. Hopefully, I'm hoping against hope that we won't just get destroyed, but I'm expecting an annihilation really, which is only to be expected for a newly promoted side when your first game's away against Man City. But as long as we don't get embarrassed, that's all I'm asking for. Man City have enough quality. You don't say. Callum Wilson will be a big miss. It's not just a few days, it's 2 to 3 months. So he's missing a big chunk of the season. So someone's going to have to step up. It's a good job I signed Johnny Russell. Hopefully someone will come in for some of my less important players, and maybe I'll be able to bring in a striker on a free or something. But in terms of transfer budget, there's not anything left, so no big additions to be expected. If I do sign anyone, I'll say, but I wouldn't expect any signings. Other games, Thursday fixtures: Chelsea, Man U, that's the big one. Arsenal playing Southampton, also pretty big clash. What about newly promoted fellows, newly promoted candidates? There's a Norwich Swansea, that's a winnable game for them. And nope. Oh, they're Watford. Watford are playing Newcastle, so also it's more winnable than Man City away. So there's a chance that I'll be bottom of the table after the first game. Any team would miss Mangala. I doubt Man City are gonna really miss him that much, but you know, nothing against Equilin Mangala. He's definitely a good player. We've looked good in training. Eventually, I think we'll be fine, which I'm not sure is the truth, but I'm not going to say, oh, we're getting relegated. The team's developing well. We're working towards. I don't really know what to think about those tunnel interviews. I'm kind of in between on the fence. Okay, so looking at the Man City team, there's Joe Hart in goal, Zabaleta, Kompany, Di Michaelis coming in for Mangala, I assume, Clichy, Yarmolenko, the only new signing from Dnipro, I think. Ukrainian, very good, one of my favourite players on this game. Fernandinho and Yaya Toure sitting in the middle, David Silva on the left, and Aguero with Jovetic just behind. On their bench, they got Willy Cabriello. I'd never say his name properly. I just call him Willy. Bakary Sagna, Raheem Sterling, obviously the big transfer scandal in real life, but he's not even starting for them first game of the season. Dzeko, Nasri, Kolarov, Boni. It's an amazing team, really. A lot of money being pumped into that team compared to ours, which is just bare bones championship level, if anything. So, yeah, I'm expecting them to deal out a thrashing, but yeah, enjoy ourselves. We've got nothing to lose here. No one's going to judge us for losing. Should I do? No, just leave it at that. Hopefully, the players will prove me wrong, but I don't think it's very likely. And we're off. I believe I'm on key highlights. Yeah, I am on key. So won't get any false hope. I used to play with extended a lot, but then I always, have we scored? And it was, I like key because you're more likely to score on a highlight. And this looks like the first highlight might be going to us. Nope. As soon as I say that, Man City win back the ball and they're just passing around midfield. Yarmolenko, and there it is. Oh, Steve, that could be a red. Within 11 minutes of our Premier League stay, we could be on to 10 men, and that's not a good sign there. Going to have to bring a striker off. Steve Cook, that was unnecessary. Aguero was through, but you could have just parried, could have, jockeyed him. But no, apparently not. Ranty, the guy who I was doubting at the start, he's going to have to come off. Tommy Alvick, the captain, can come on, which does mean we are playing without a main striker. Two deep line forwards could actually be a blessing in disguise, though. If they are going back to collect the ball, it could almost be like playing with no strikers, but could help us to defend, which is what we're going to be doing most of the game. We are playing on control. This is my standard tactic. It's more of a plug and play tactic than one you change in game. I was considering putting it on counter, but I thought, in for a penny, in for a pound, may as well try and play control. I doubt we'll be controlling the game. Oh, if this is another red card, oh no, it's a penalty. Well, might be a red card as well. Wouldn't even be surprised. That's FM getting 2 red cards to both central defenders. It's only a yellow though for Vallejo, who on his debut decides it's a good idea to give away a penalty. That'll really make the fans love you. Come on. Come on, Artur Boruc. He goes the right way, but Yaya Toure's cool, calm and composed and just knocks it in. Well, it's only 1-0 and we haven't been terrible by looks of it. I don't have the stats up, but okay, well, I was expecting this. I'm not going to get annoyed, but we are down to 10 men and we are struggling. I think I accepted to move down to contain, yeah. I might change the instructions, but this could be our chance. Nope. Oh, maybe still. I'm not sure whether it's Ramu or Romeu. I might just call him Oriel, to be honest. Johnny Russell, on his Bournemouth debut, proves me right. I said it might have been an overspend, but, we're only 1 goal away now. Atsu, Andrew Sermon could be key for us this season. Back to Atsu, gets an assist, pass to his strike partner, just powers it in, low and hard, into the corner. Not anything Joe Hart could do about that, and we're back within a goal of Man City. And I don't think that we're going to win, or even get a draw, but to be within a goal is always good. And it's coming up to half time now. I'm not sure whether to take it off contain, or as I said, that Man City have a corner. And it's saved by Boruc. This is looking hopeful. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm optimistic, but I'm hopeful. Oh, and as I say, I'm hopeful. Zabaleta just puts me down, puts me grounded back on earth. It's Man City. It's not a winnable game, and it will most likely be a loss. But we scored. Whatever you can say about our performance, we can say we've scored, and there is no real pressure on us. The fans won't be expecting anything out of my first game, and out of a lot of debutants as well. In terms of substitutions, I'm a big fan of the triple sub at half time, but I have already made 1 sub. Vallejo's had a nightmare. He's been booked and given away a penalty. So Simon Francis, the man I replaced with Chris Solly, he can go into right centre back. Hopefully he'll do a job. Chris Solly isn't done amazing, but he's been part of our defence, so you can't really blame them. In terms of other subs, Josh King's got a burst of pace. I might bring him on for one of the strikers, but they seem to be the better players in our team, getting the goal and the assist of the goal. So maybe if they're injured, or maybe 70th minute something, I'll bring on Josh King, burst of pace. Probably the fourth goal, and there it is, Stefan Jovetic, 4-1. This is where I go from contain to super contain and just waste time, play even safer, shoot on sight. That hit early crosses. There we go, that's my my damage limitation attempt, but I can see them scoring another few. But we have scored, and we do have a goal. It's all about goal difference, really, when you're in a relegation scrap, which I'm anticipating. If we're mid-table, I'll be overjoyed, but I am anticipating a relegation dogfight, so goal difference is key, so hopefully we can just keep possession a bit. As I say, Jovetic goes in for it. Oh, Boric with a great save. I'm not sure between Boric and Federici. I do have Lee Camp as well, who's never really made much of his career. Lee Camp, he's a bit of a mediocre player, isn't he, Lee Camp? So that Yarmolenko, 5-1. I'm probably going to start Federici for the game against Sunderland. Not that Boric has done terribly, but we are currently, losing 5-1. So just to give Federici a chance, I might give him a go. But I'm not blaming Boric. He has been one of the best players on the team, which is just shows our defence up, really. If our goalkeeper's getting a 6.6 when we've just lost 5-1, basically. The game's about to end. There it is, 5-1. Thrilling encounter for the Man City home fans. I'm sure they'll be happy with it, but I'm not going to say that. You're a good assistant, but I'm not going to say that we played very well. I'm going to say I'm not too concerned. We were unlucky. No, I'm going to say you gave it. I'm not sure. I'm not very happy with your performance. Sorry about that, guys. They all seem motivated, which is good. I'll be back with the Sunderland game, and hopefully we can get a better result. See you then. I'm here slightly before schedule because I've made a signing, or should I say the board made a signing, because as you know, I have no transfer budget left, but I managed to persuade the board that the legendary 29-year-old striker Danny Graham was worth their money, and they were like, you know what, we agree. Danny Graham, the legendary goal scorer, the most famous player in the world, future Ballon d'Or winner, Danny Graham is definitely worth the money. Okay, I might be exaggerating a little, but he used to be a good striker when his time at Swansea. He had a good season there, but his career's petered off the past few years. He's loans, and he hardly played at all for Sunderland, for being caught for costing like 5 million. It's a pretty terrible piece of business for them. But hopefully we can resurrect his career, and he can benefit from the injury of Callum Wilson for 2 to 3 months, and he can come in and he can be a good striker for this game against Sunderland, his former club, today. So he's arriving on the match day against his former club, and unless he's injured, which I don't think he is, he should be playing in this game, which is going to be, it'll be quite a statement to make for him to score in his first game for us, Bournemouth, against his former club, Sunderland. In terms of the team I'm going to play, I will put Atsu on the left like last game. Russell can go on the right. He scored a good goal. It says I should start O'Kane. How did Arthur do in his first game? Can't quite remember. He got a 6.4. We'll give O'Kane a game. It says I should play Lee Camp. I was planning on playing Federici, but Andy Watson, my assistant, suggesting Lee Camp. Distance coming in as well for his first game. Francis. I'll give Chris Solly a go again, but I'm all up for Lee Camp coming a game. Give him a go. Hopefully we won't concede 5 like in the previous game. This is, I wouldn't say crucial. There's not every game's crucial, I guess, but this is a big game. If this was towards the end of the season, it might be a 6-pointer. I believe they lost their first game as well. I'm pinning them for one of the teams that might have to go down for us to stay up. So yeah, they lost as well, and they're in 16th. So this is a winnable game. Also, something I didn't realise, I was saying, oh, we're gonna lose to Man City. It's obvious, but we actually got more possession in that game, which I was surprised at. I was like, did I read that right? But apparently we had more possession. So hopefully in this game at home we can make more of our possession and make it actually count and win the game. I was gonna look through their squad. We got Pantilimon, Adam Matthews, former Cardiff and Celtic player, John O'Shea, Wes Brown, Patrick Van Arnholt, former Vitesse and Chelsea player, Bridkirk, Catamol, Larson. Oh, I didn't mean to click on that. Ricky Alvarez in the centre, Adam Johnson, the famous Adam Johnson of recent activities made him a lot more well-known name, but he's playing as a footballer, which is more than other stuff that he plays with. Anyway, moving on. We've got Jermaine Defoe up front. He's always a threat. I'm considering maybe marking him more, but I'll leave things as it is. Yeah, the bench is alright again. They are a relegation threatened team, similar to us, so if we can get a win early on, it would definitely make a difference. Just go into the game. Danny Graham is fired up, hopefully, and he's ready to go and raring, and hopefully, if I can get my words out, and maybe he can score, because we've got a highlight here. Christian Atsu. Atsu just shimmies round them, and it's a goal, and Sylvain Distant on his debut, that was a great goal. He could be key for us this season. He might be 86 years old, but he could definitely still do a job. And look at that skill by Atsu. Wonderful footwork. He just shimmies round him. 2 players and knocks it. And it's another corner early on. Johnny Russell. And there we go. Okay, 2 players that I didn't start in the last game who I've started in this game. And already 10 minutes in, we're 2-0 up. Both from corners to show my set piece tactics are working. Johnny Russell with the assist. Also another signing. This is a great first 10 minutes. I was expecting it to be a tough game that maybe we'd win in late on, but so far it's been great. Atsu's injured, so as soon as I praise him, he gets injured. That's great. That is. Josh King, give him a go. He plays on the wing, so having him there, similar player to Atsu really. Both rely on pace, both lack in finishing, but if they can both be trained up, I'm sure they could become good strikers. Josh King, obviously formerly of Blackburn and Man U youngster as well. There he is, King. Oh, I thought he was fouled there. Surely. Oh, maybe it's their attack. This is tense. Lee Catamol. Surprised he hasn't got booked yet. Okay. Oh, this is Eve Rennes, this game. It's excitement. Oh, okay. Sermon. There you go. Distant. Hoofing it up. Great defending. This is. Oh, is that offside? I believe that's offside. It's a lot of highlights though. I'm a lot better performance certainly than the Man City game. Maybe we are better than I thought we were. And there O'Kane is again. Is it Ewan Owen? I don't know. I think he's Irish. I'm gonna go just with O'Kane but breathless, lost for words. I'm just in shock, in a state of shock really, because I was certainly not expecting this. I wasn't even expecting a win. I was hopeful for a win, and 3-0 at half time it's really just a surprise. O'Kane's been the game changer really in this game. Yeah, I'm not even sure we need a sub. Danny Graham's on a 6.6, so the player I was relying on has been the worst player in the team, but maybe he can score in second half. I might make some subs 60th minute, but at the moment no one needs to be subbed. Tyrone Mings, Diston. Mings, who was linked with Arsenal in real life. Josh King, the ball gets taken away from him, but we've won it back. Relentless in midfield, this passing, triangles, it's Barcelona style player. Bournemouth alone him. Maybe? No, that doesn't fit. Oh, Danny Graham, I believe that's offside as well. 2 offside goals. This could have been an absolute annihilation. I was saying about goal difference mattering, and how 5-1 can't be good for that, but we're definitely making it back up this game. As I say that, it looks like Sunderland are starting an attack. Oh no, they can't get a break, Sunderland. It's all Bournemouth. Johnny Russell, just missed that. Oh, Lee Cattamore's injured. That's a blessing in disguise for Sunderland. As you can see, I'm not the biggest fan of Lee Cattamore. You just get booked. He's just booked too often for his own good, really. Lee Camp, that's another decision that's been paid off this game. All my decisions I've made have seemed to be successes. Lee Camp's currently keeping a clean sheet. O'Kane scored twice. Distan scored. Oh, and Johnny Russell's there with his second of the season. Maybe that's a great signing. Maybe I was a bit wary of it, but maybe I'm just a transfer genius. Okay, I won't get ahead of myself. Maybe Sunderland are terrible and they're making us look like we're a better team. But beating anyone in the Premier League 4-0 is a great achievement for Bournemouth. And I'm saying 4-0, maybe it'll be 5 because there's another highlight. This has just been a highlight after highlight. Just a bombardment of highlights. No. Getting a bit excited here now. I mean, rightfully so. If we keep playing like this all season, we'll have our heads firmly above the water. Is that Danny Graham? And it is. Danny Graham, this time it's not offside, scores in his debut, just like Distan. And the day he's arrived at Bournemouth, he's like, okay, I'm fit to play, I'm raring to go, I want to show Sunderland why they should have kept me. And the board will be happy with that because it's their money, our transfer budget was gone, and they went out on a limb and said that Danny Graham would be a good signing. And if he plays like this, and if everyone plays like this, then it's going to be a good season. It's been a contrast in the two games, definitely. This is about to end now. There we go. Winning this game, if I can get my words out, sorry about that. Winning this game 5-0, it's actually put our goal difference back to positive, and has really put me in a positive mindset for the next game. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. Thanks for watching.